Yeah, for me, a temple night really is a sacred space of self-exploration, a space that is held and at the same time really allows all kinds of parts of you to come up and to explore with yourself, with the divine, and with each other. So it's really a playful space that invites you to explore your edges, to explore what's there, where everything is allowed and nothing has to happen. And the main thing is it's really a sacred space. It's not about performing, it's not about just repeating all patterns, but it's really to come from this devotion to life, to love, and to yourself. And while there's much more to say about it, and we have created a whole video around that we will also put in the links, that can be a short introduction to it.
Yeah. And
Mm.
yeah, we also happy hearing people, especially for the first timers, and they feel the call to this event and they feel the curiosity to experience something, but they've never been to the space. So they might be feeling a bit nervous. And I hope, yeah, maybe that's one of you and they don't know what to expect and how shall we best navigate the space. And let's say, how can I get the most of this experience as a first timers?
I can go on that one. I think that's a really good question. And I think a temple life should really be about the experience in itself and not a certain result. It's really about feeling as your desires, like what do you want to experience there, but also not having a certain expectation that needs to be met in a certain way. Let it be a way of exploration of yourself and how you engage. Let it be an exploration of your desires and also like not just the outcome of the desires, but feeling into like what size of it is from you is that wants to be shown, what is that wants to be met in a space like that, and how can you honor that, how you honor yourself in that space, but also making sure that you have, like that you're taking care of your boundaries within that, making sure that you're actually listening to yourself, that you're not just following your instincts, but like you're really having yourself in that experience and just let that unfold and see what that turns up for you. I think that's really the best way to go about the temple. Let go of expectation and let it unfold.
Yeah, so in a way, all is welcome and you don't have to do anything. So yeah, if you're coming feeling a bit stressful, like stressed or sad, you know you're very welcome to come as well. And even though you might not be in your center, and this is maybe the place you want to come to reset yourself, to connect, to open yourself up, to show up again. So yeah, you can take it as like a playground, like an experience to explore where that we can make mistakes, but it's all okay,
Yeah. And also, it's such an interesting place to get to know yourself, because when you're trying to express your desires and feeling into them and moving with them, that's also where your fear turns up. Like, what am I actually afraid of here? What is it that's making me contract right now? And have that observance with you in that space, because it can really be a powerful way to develop your own being as well and how you engage with life, letting go of your fears and just being in that authentic space with yourself and allowing really a curiosity about how is this moving within me? What is it showing me also about myself?
And for those of you who might be like, yeah, but I don't know. How do I know what is alive? How do I get in touch with my desires? What if I don't know? So we got you covered. So before we go into the open temple space, we will actually have time within the frame of a workshop, of different workshop parts, to really dive deeper into that. So that then you actually come from this empowered space of, okay, yes, maybe I'm totally new to it, but I've just learned or got in touch. And how do I actually tune into what is my desire? Where is my boundary? How can I express that? And then later on in the night, you will have space to actually explore that and try it out. Yeah, just like children are playing and trying it out and getting it wrong and getting up again and try again. And this is exactly the space. So you will be prepared for exploring.
Yeah, beautiful. And yeah, so also this space, as you possibly know already. It's a sex positive space. Yeah, and what does it mean, you know? And yeah, some people ask, will most of the participants will actually have sex during the temple, or so where other people can see, or how do I supposed to behave? And what if, you know, I want to come when I don't want to have sex? And what if you have your partner who's at home? What if you come with your partner? So just to through this whole topics about the sex positive space, and welcome any, yeah.
I'm gonna jump in on that one, Leila.
Yeah.
For me, because I just really want to broaden that word, sex positive. What does that mean? That means all of you is welcome. All is welcome. In many spaces, we can only show up with some of us, some of our emotions, some of our anger, some of our desire. And sex for me is actually life force. It's how I show up, how I'm present, both with my vulnerable sadness or whatever, or my joy. It's everything. So this is a space where everything is welcomed, and we create a container where you can actually be in that. And that means also, if it's aligned in some of the plays, that there can be nudity, or even in the temple later on, if you really feel this deep, deep connection with your partner you never felt before, that you can melt into that, or maybe with somebody new. It's just allowed. And it's not that this has the main focus, not at all. It's much more about the coming alive with whatever is there. Sex is just not frowned upon. We invite shame in and all these things that are there and feel it, but everything is welcome. So that's what I take on that. And everybody's welcome if they're single or in their relationship or open relationship. If you just come with whatever life is there, and then it'll be much grander when you come into community. Yeah.
And maybe there's also the sex and sexual energy, you know, and then even though
Yeah.
you might not want to have actions to do with sex, we all have our sexual energy, the life force, a creative energy which keeps us alive and which keeps us to have the passion to create, to connect with people. So yeah,
Yes.
it is a much broader like spectrum than what we think often it is.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
also, no one will be pressured. Like if you're coming in a couple and you really feel like you only want to do the exercises and explore with your partner, then you can do that. And you can also see where there might be possibilities to explore also, and where it feels safe enough and maybe also still a bit edgy for you to also explore certain things with others. So all of these things are welcome. You will not be pushed into any experience, but you will just be offered a variety of possibilities and to really explore for you what is true to you, what wants to move through you.
Yeah.
And then there's also the question came, how many people do you expect to show up? And how's the gender balance?
Yeah, I guess I'm one sitting with all the
Yes.
people that apply, so that will be mine as well. There's always a lot of people coming in last minute with these things, because it's like, oh, do I dare to go? Oh yes, I feel it. I'm going. So I think we'll be. I'm have a guess that we'll be around 30. We have room for more, so it could also be 40. Somewhere between 20 and 40 is my guesstimate. And right now we are half in gender, if that's important for someone, and some couples as well. And yeah, there's like our last one. It seems so balanced, and yeah, that's just. I'm sure that's gonna be just perfect. The right
Beautiful.
people will show up. Yeah, they always do.
That's it. That's it. We have the
Yeah,
full trust. It will be a beautiful
yeah,
journey, beautiful group.
yeah.
Yeah. And you might have more questions at this point, and we wanted to keep it relatively short. So, you know, if you do have questions, you can always reach out to us. You can find us on Instagram, on Facebook, and yeah, feel free to send us a message. And yeah, and we do want to add one more thing is about this particular theme about this time, because, you know, we've been trying to do this frequently, regularly, and each time we work around one theme, and this time theme is creation. So maybe one of you, if you want to just drop a few notes about what does it mean, like what's so unique about this time.
Yeah, well, I can go a bit into that. It's just so creation always ties to desires, right? Like we have a desire to do something, we have an urge, we have a lust for something, and that's really what creation is about. Is an expression of that. It's allowing that to move and to come into creation. And I think, as I said a bit before, like the unfolding of that desire, because we have to go for these results we want. We have to be open, because so often when we do that, reality can become more than what we think it'll be, right? Because then we get the real experience. We experience ourselves to the fullest. And that's what creation is about to me. So it's about showing up. It's about showing who you are and expressing that in a container that actually has room for all of you. And with some people that are in the same boat as you, like they're also there for the same experience. They're there to express themselves, to show up, and to meet other people from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That really-
also, I feel this time we
Mm.
have a special focus actually on all the people who are creating. May that be as mother and father, may that be as business owner, creator, creatrix, whatever it is. We're often so much giving and giving. And so part of this theme of this container will be also about self-nurturing and in general nurturing. So how can I really take care of myself? How can I allow myself to also follow what is it that I need, and not only constantly pouring into other people and the world, but pouring back into my own cup? And that might look different for every one of you and also different throughout the day and night. So I really invite you to be really open to explore what nurtures me in this moment, and not get stuck into a story or a pattern, but really feeling, okay, so what is the sweet spot, maybe also with this person right now? Because with one person, the nurturing sweet spot might be to behold tenderly. With another person, it might be to just eye gaze and tune in and let the body soften and just be in the presence of another person. In another moment, it might be actually watching people making love or exploring and being like, wow, I feel the life force also moving through me, and it awakens something deeply inside of me. And then it might look totally different. So really inviting in this nurturing energy and filling up your own cup, so that also in interactions, you don't come as a beggar of feeling empty and scarce, but actually being in plentiful, feeling so abundant and nurtured that life is just overflowing, and that in connections, this overflow of love and life takes place. Yes.
So beautiful. Yeah, I feel it's such a space, our invitation. If you feel the call, yeah, to join us to explore while feeling being held, being held by each of us, by the group. And yeah, really hope you can join us. And you can also find us on our Instagram. So there's a link to buy the ticket in the bio. On Facebook, there's a website. And what's the link of the website?
TempleKnights.dk.
Yes, that's
That's the best place to go quickly to your destination if you feel the call.
Yeah, amazing. And I also want to mention, you might feel the call and you might not be able to make it this time. If you feel like you want to bring this goodness or this platform or space to people you love, that they can really benefit from this, feel free to help us share. Word of mouth, the more the better. And yeah, very looking forward to journey with you all soon.
Mm,
Thank you.
likewise. Mm.
Thank you. Mm.
Yeah.